So if you're looking to sell property in Dubai real estate market, then you need to understand what is it that will make realtors in Dubai successful. Okay, so before we see why new realtors fail, let's understand what is it that Dubai realtors can sell to make money. So basically what we are doing here is we have got three streams which realtors can focus on. So the first thing, if you are a realtor and you're looking to start up in Dubai, the first thing that you can sell is you can sell and rent properties. If you rent a property in Dubai, the average rent is around, the commission that you get is 5% for renting a property. Now, for a 100,000 dirham property, this is 5,000 dirhams. Here, when we are renting out the real estate properties as a realtor, we would be relying ourselves on incoming leads. So listings are important. The challenge here is for a realtor who's new to shortlist a building, call up the owners and ask them to become the realtor who would want to rent their property. So if they give you NOC to rent the property, then you can get that listings and you can put it on Property Finder, Buyu and other portals, and you can get the incoming lead. Once you start getting the queries, then you can show them the property. If they like the property, you get the ijari done, you get paid the commission. Generally the commission is 5%, but for properties whose ticket size is less, some realtors also work on a fixed commission like 3,000 dirham or 4,000 or 5,000 dirhams if the property commission is like 20,000 dirhams or 30,000 dirhams for a year. Okay, so this is how you can make money. So this is something which is very challenging for most realtors because it is a volume game. People look at multiple options. Here your skill set will not matter so much as the property itself. So the money cannot be made here purely on your skill set basis. So this is one of the things that you can do. The second thing what realtors can do to make money is to do sale, and that is secondary. Now what is a secondary property? Secondary property is a property which is already either ready or under construction but has been bought by an investor or a owner. Here in a secondary sale property, the seller gives 2% commission to the agent and the buyer gives 2% commission to the agent. Now here, if you get both the buyer and the seller as an agent, you make 4% commission on a sale of a secondary property. So for example, if you are selling a property for 1 million dirham, if you are a buyer agent, you will make 20,000 dirhams as commission. If you are a seller agent, you will make 20,000 dirham commission. So your total commission will be 40,000. Here again, this is a lot of groundwork which is required, and here the property will sell itself eventually. Your skill set here is again 30 to 40%. Rest of the work is done by the property. When I say the work has been done by the property, like you can't make someone buy a property because of your skill set alone. The buyer who's going to buy the property should also get convinced with the real estate. Okay, so this is the secondary sales that you can do in Dubai to make commissions, and this is how generally it works around. Here again, there is a lot of incoming which happens. You need to have portals to do lead generation as it becomes very specific for people to look for a property in one particular area. So if an investor is looking for properties on the Palm, then they will generally go online, check the property, see if they like something, and then they'll inquire with the agent. Similarly in the area, different areas. So this is what generally happens in a secondary sales. Secondary sales are also for sales which are not ready properties. It is still under construction, but it has been sold by the developer. So in that case, what happens? You are now directly getting the property sold, which is not handed over. So there are different developers have different limitations on that. Once you fulfill all those limitations, you can do secondary sales as well. Okay. The third place where most agents make the most money in Dubai especially is off-plan sales. Now, what are off-plan sales? Off-plan sales are the sales where the developer is selling the project without completing the superstructure and handover. This is a project which is launched, fulfilling all the RERA compliances, and the developer has the authority by the government to sell the properties. So here, the biggest opportunity for Dubai real estate agents is to make money is in this area. Almost 80% of the people who are making over $1 million dirham plus in sales commission are doing off-plan sales. Here the commission ranges anywhere between 4% to 7% depending on developer to developer. A smaller developer, not very well known, would give you 6 to 7% on deals. Okay, well-established developer would generally give you, and properties which are going to get sold out, 4%. Some developers who are very well established but bigger ticket size, need more incentive for the brokers, would give you 5% commission. So this is where the property is sold. Here it is very easy for the realtors to do because the sales cycles become very fast and you can sell multiple properties to the same investor. So the sales become very easy. If someone who's coming in for a 2 million dirham property, his upfront is also less because he has to make a staggered payment of around in 2 to 3 years depending on the property and plan. Sales window becomes easier for someone to afford it. Plus they get all the benefits of a golden visa, DLD, assurances by the developer that the property is going to get ready. So once the investor is ready and is willing to take an investment, you can easily sell him by over a cup of coffee. Here in off-plan sales is the biggest opportunity for realtors to make money, especially in Dubai. Why? Because easy for you to sell. There are launches which are coming every now and then. If you do a sale of 2 million AED and you're getting a 4% commission, it is almost 80,000 AED. So you do 6 to 8 transactions, you are well over $500,000 dirham in sales commission. So this is one of the easiest things to do, and that is the reason why most realtors are focused on selling off-plan sales. Here again, your knowledge also can be limited because you get a lot of support from the developer. So developer has got its own team who wants to explain the projects. They are looking for distributors. So in off-plan sales, you get a lot of support from the developers as well, because in off-plan sales, the developer also wants to sell the inventory. So it gives you support to the agent. So they have their own team which helps with inventory, which helps in explaining their clients. So as a new realtor, if you are entering Dubai real estate and if you're focused on selling off-plan property, what is the benefit for you is you get a support from the developer themselves. So they will train you, they will guide you, they will give you the pitch which is working, they will give you all the insights, and they will also assist you in explaining your clients if why that inventory is the right inventory for them, and why should they invest in the property. So they give you all the payments, all the structures are going to be there. They also give you marketing materials, brochures, so that your customers whom you are targeting or the investors whom you are targeting as a realtor, you can address that. So off-plan sales has got the biggest opportunity for sales here if you're looking to make money. So anyone who's getting in new, I would not suggest getting into rent. I would not suggest getting into the secondary market. I would suggest you to only and only focus on off-plan sales. This is the sales which is going to make you money. Okay. Now coming to, once you understand this, then you need to understand why realtors fail. So once you understand what are the 3 ways how you can sell properties to make money. Now I'm not getting into too much detail about commercial real estate or residential real estate. I'm only focused on a broader perspective about renting, secondary and off-plan. Okay. But after that, why new realtors fail? Okay. So the new realtors fail today. The first reason why they fail is the first reason why realtors fail today is they have no clear strategy. The strategy to exactly do what is required to make money goes missing. They don't know which area to select. They don't know which projects to select, which product gives them the maximum ROI. How do they reach out to those customers? What is the marketing they should be doing? What is the focus they should be doing? So they don't have a clear strategy. The moment you get your strategy wrong, you will not make money in Dubai real estate market. The strategy is one of the most important parts in Dubai. It is a direction which you are setting about where you want to reach. For example, if you are doing renting and you want to make $1 million dirham, it is not going to happen. If you are thinking that I will do renting and then from there I will do sales, secondary sales, and then I'll get a buyer who will also buy off plan, it's a long thing. Why don't you just go and get your strategy right and just pitch the projects to the right people and make money? Okay, so this is one of the reasons why realtors don't make money, is they don't have clear strategy. The next thing is, today realtors don't focus on specialization. They sell everything. When I say everything, means they think they need to have knowledge about the entire market, every one single project, every one single developer, and then and only then they will be able to sell. That is wrong. It's a myth. You don't need to know that. You just need to become specialist in what you are doing, in what focus you want to have. So if you just become specialist and not sell everything, you can become successful, because if you're a specialist, in 90 days, in 120 days, you will know more about the projects which you will not know even spending 6 months or 8 months or even a year if you're selling everything. So focus should be on become a specialist. So once you can clearly define your strategy, then you just become a specialist and stop selling everything. Okay. The third thing, which is the most important thing for realtors to make money, is mindset and beliefs. If you don't have the beliefs, if you don't have the mindset, what will happen? You might get a client, but you will lack confidence. You will not believe that you'll be able to close the client. You'll think that, I'll become successful, but in the future, sales don't happen to me. You will not have the belief, you will not have the mindset, you will not know exactly what to do to sell. So your mindset is going to be playing the most important part. In fact, if you are selling off-plan real estate, almost 70% is mindset and beliefs. Your success is determined 70% by your mindset and beliefs. That is the reason why new agents without having much knowledge, with the right beliefs, right mindset, are able to achieve hundreds of thousands of commission, whereas realtors who've been in the market for a long period of time are not able to do that. Okay, so they've got the strategy right, they have got specialization right, and they have got the right beliefs and mindset. Okay, what is the next reason why realtors fail is skill set. So mindset and belief, if you have it, you will hone and develop your skill set. So if you don't have the skill set, you will not be having the confidence, you will not know how to pitch, how to present, okay, how to exactly get the buyer or the investor to reach the sales center. So skill set becomes important, but skill set you will only get once you have the mindset first. If you have the right strategy, if you become focused, if you got the right mindset and beliefs, and you have the right skill set, now you are already in the top 5 to 10% realtors in Dubai. Getting all of these things in alignment is the recipe to make you reach where you want to reach. Now, once you get all of these things right, then the last thing which you need is hard work and volume. You will be surprised how much money you leave on the table if you just don't follow through with volume. You are in sales. If you are not reaching 50 to 100 clients every day, you will not be able to get what you want to get. Don't get distracted. It's never been easier to get distracted, and it's never been easier to make money. Just get these things right and put in the hard work, put the volume in. Volume, what do I mean by volume? Reaching out to customers, what you know about a place, how do you prove that you are a specialist in that place, getting that volume with respect to calls, DMs, creating content, get that thing right. You will make what you have to make. Okay, so these are some of the reasons what I feel why realtors in Dubai fail today. And once you overcome this, then there is a huge way of success, and there is a lot of money to be earned in Dubai real estate market. Even if you are new, if you accomplish all these things, focus on the right strategy, focus on off plan, you will make a significant difference. If you resonate with this content and if you want to learn skill set, I have created a whole free invisible influence program. I'll put a link in the description. Watch that program. In fact, write notes in that program. People who have followed and taken that program have done 4 to 5 sales in a short period of time, just because they got the confidence, they've got the focus, they've got the clarity about how they should be presenting it to the client. You can also work on building your mindset and beliefs. For this, I am running free webinars every week on Saturday at 5 p.m. Dubai time. You can be part of the free community with me, and I'll be sharing updates there regularly, so you can get the beliefs, and we also discuss the strategy there. Okay, so I want to add free value to realtors because I have personally been in Dubai and I know how difficult sometimes it becomes when you don't know how to make money where else people are making the money, where you miss the basic part. Okay, so when you start doing the small grinding, it becomes easier for you to make money. I hope you got some value from this content. If you like this content, please hit a like button. Put in your comment what resonated with you, what didn't resonate with you, and what kind of a content would you like me to make, so that you can get more idea, more awareness on what we are discussing here. So you can get more idea and more awareness about the market. Wish you all the best. Thank you very much for watching.